grandma. Say hi.
Hi.
She just wanted to be in my video because she's always hearing me talking about this YouTube thing. Right? Okay, tell them your name.
Hi, Grandma Hazel.
Alright, that's it. Hey. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Finally, I'm gonna do my get to know me tag. I've been deleting it for so long because I've been so busy with school and everything. But now I'm finally home. I'm gonna be posting weekly videos. So now let's just get right into it. So the first question is, what's your name, middle name, and how did you get your name? So my name is Ariana. My middle name is Alicia. That's how I got the name for my channel. So Ariana Alicia. How did my mom get my name? She got it from her hairstylist. Her hairstylist's daughter's name is Ariana. And then she heard the name and she was like she just fell in love with it. And she named me Ariana. How old are you? I'm 18 years old. My birthday is June 25th. I'm a Cancer. Next question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 3 brothers. I am the only girl. So I get a little bit of special treatment. Shh, don't, I didn't say that. First thing you look at when you meet someone, I'll look at, the first thing that catches my attention is shoes, because I love shoes. So I'm always, looking around, looking at people's shoes, oh, that's fire. But another thing is probably the hair. Yeah. Where did you get your necklace from? So my grandma actually got me this necklace from Guyana. I am Guyanese. My mom's side is Guyanese. My dad's side is Trini. So shout out to all my Guyanese and Trini people. Are you in high school or college? I'm in college. What's your major? My major is criminal justice, but I'm minoring in advertisement. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I do want to be a detective though. Funniest moment throughout high school or college? So both high school and college, I had my little squads, squads. But the funniest moment throughout high school is my friend Ashley. Each year, we were only in classes for 9th, 10th, and 12th grade. So we're both very innocent. I don't do much. I just do my work, go to school. I don't do anything bad. So each year that we're in classes together, we always get in trouble for something silly. The 9th grade, our first year, we got in trouble because our dean, he was our substitute gym teacher, and Ashley, we were playing around. I don't know, we were playing basketball, and she threw a basketball at me, and then we started going fake arguing, and then I put gum on her back. Yes, I know it's childish. I put gum on her back, and then he saw us play fighting, so we got detention for play fighting. And I don't remember if our parents knew or not, but I don't remember why we got in trouble for 10th grade for not bullying, but we were bothering somebody. We didn't actually get in trouble because he know we're good students, so we didn't really. He was just oh guys, I'm so shocked at what you guys been doing, why would you do this? But 12th grade this year, we was wow, we actually get in trouble all the time. So Ashley and I, we decided to go to a college meeting because Clark Atlanta was visiting our school. But the way that works, we have to leave our actual class to attend the meeting because it happens during class. So we got our permission slip signed. We had gym at the time, so we didn't really care about gym because we're not doing anything. Our gym teacher was happy and proud to send us the signed permission slip. So we got to the meeting, and the people, they weren't there. So they said that they were running late. The teacher told us they were running late and just sit, and they'll be there shortly. So Ashley and I we sat there, and then the students, everybody started getting loud, and then I'm just Ashley, I gave Ashley the eye. I was no, we gotta get out. 'Cause, we don't do anything. We follow the rules. We're innocent, So we left, and we went to the bathroom. We actually had to use the bathroom, and a lot of girls were in the bathroom making noise again. So I'm just So we left, and I went to my advisor, and I asked to stay in her room at that time because the next period was advisory. So we didn't go back to gym because gym was about to finish. So we decided we weren't gonna go to the meeting anymore. So I'm just gonna wait in my advisor's room and wait for the next period to start, which was fine with her. She was okay, because she's another teacher. So we went outside, and then we saw my dean walking in the hallways, and then he just called Ashley and I, and 15 students was walking behind him. So we went to his office, and then he was like, "Oh, you guys have detention. This is very embarrassing, and that you guys are walking in the hallways and everything." So I'm like, what? Well, this is gonna be counted as you skipped the class. And I've never, throughout my whole entire life, I've never skipped a class before. Believe it or not, I've never skipped a class. So I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, it's just gonna go on my record. Like, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. He's emailing our parents and calling them. So I'm like, okay, am I in elementary, middle school? Like, why do you have to tell our parents? Like, we could just deal with it ourselves. So I'm scared because I didn't mean to skip the class if he wants to call it like that. He said that because he used the example, if we had to fire Joe, our gym teacher would be responsible for us, not our advisor. So Ashley and I, we were just looking at each other like damn, like bro, like we're really about to get in trouble for this. Like I'm about to hear my mother's mouth, like all I can hear in my mother's mouth, like you don't listen, you think you going to college, you grown. Like my mom would just say something like that. So I'm like, I'm scared. And then I stayed back. Both of us stayed back in his office, and we started to talk to him. He's like, I'm very disappointed. Didn't expect this from you two. You guys are great students. And I'm just like, okay, so since you know that we're great students, like, could you just give us like another chance? He's like, no, this is a serious matter. I will be calling parents and stuff. So the night of, he didn't call parents or anything, email, nothing. But when we got to school the next morning, I got a text, Ashley got a text, people were crying. I'm just like, yo. My mom texted me like, Ariana, you skipping class? And I had to read it in her voice. I was like, Ariana, you skipping class? I'm like, Mom, I'll tell you about it after. Ashley was about to cry. I had to calm her down. Like, Ash, don't cry. Don't worry. We were scared because I didn't know if it was going to get on my record. Like, I was scared. Like, I'm applying to colleges. They're going to see, oh, student skip class. So I went home that day. My grandma knew. Everybody in my house knew. My grandma was like, why you skip class? Why you skip class? And I'm just like, oh my goodness. And I had a party that weekend to go to. And I thought it was going to affect me going to the party. But I had to explain to my mom. And it took her hours to understand what I was trying to say. But she finally got it. Then Ashley's mom was very disappointed. But we got over it. So now till this day, like, we laugh about it. Because we didn't actually get in trouble, but we got in trouble. It's like, but yeah, that was like one of my funniest moments in high school. Getting in trouble for silly things and having to deal with consequences. But every time we had detention, we didn't actually have detention. Every single time we had detention, he told us to go. So we didn't actually stay. And then detention was like, it wasn't like this little room where other people was going to be in too. So it was like, detention, okay. Next question is, what's your favorite drink? My favorite drink is ginger ale. I'm one of those who believe that ginger ale is the cure to anything. Like, your head hurts, ginger ale. Your stomach hurts, definitely ginger ale. I just love ginger ale, but I drink it, I actually drink it when my stomach hurts, but I try not to drink it every day. Tea or coffee? I just tried coffee for the first time like 3 weeks ago, and it was pretty good. My roommate made me try it, because growing up, I was like, oh, no coffee, like, don't drink it. And then I told my grandma I tried coffee, and I asked her to make it for me. She's like, no, why are you drinking coffee? That's going to harden your brain. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to drink coffee. But it tastes good. So I chose coffee over tea, definitely. What sports did you play, or do you play? I played rugby. I played rugby for about, like, let's say a month. I didn't like tackle, but I like flag rugby, and the flag rugby, it turned into tackle. So I just stopped going to practice. But I do dance. I step. I love to dance. The next question that a lot of people ask me is, why do you like soca so much? Or, like, another way is, like, who taught you soca? So, out of the womb, like, growing up, like, since I was, like, probably 1, that's all my family listened to was soca, soca, soca. Especially my Trini side. My mom, like, she's the one, like, that put in the car, just put on soca. So I didn't grow up hearing, like, all these hip-hop, and I know some R&B songs, but I didn't grow up, like, hearing hip-hop, because in this car, she put on, like, soca CDs. So I know, like, all the old-time soca songs and everything, and then family parties. So that's how I grew up knowing soca and became to love it, because, like, at that time, that's, like, all I heard. Let me see. Do you speak another language? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bonjour. No, I don't. um, I took French for a while. I took French for 3 years and I hated it. Never again. But I do not speak another language. What's your favorite smell? My favorite smell, I love the smell of dryers. I don't know. It's just a weird smell. Like, it's a nice and clean smell. Like, you ooh. Do you have any regrets? If so, what would you have done differently? I read this question because this is like from Instagram. I read this question and I was just like, ooh, this is a tough question to answer. Like, of course I have so many regrets, but I'm trying to find out one specific one. Damn. Alright, so my biggest regret, not big, like this semester, because I'm gonna try audition and stuff next semester, hopefully I keep my word. But this is like my first time not joining any clubs, or no, I joined clubs but not any teams, or committed myself to a team in like my school career. So I was gonna audition for STEP, but like I just wanted a break. I just wanted like, as college, like everybody was stressing me like your first semester like is the not the hardest, but like where you build a foundation. So I didn't try out audition for STEP, and I missed it because I did do STEP in high school. And I was the captain. We had four captains. We actually started the STEP team for our school, and I wanted to like continue my stepping career. No, just let's go. What's your most embarrassing moment? Oh, wow, I was just talking about this to one of my friends. So the most embarrassing moment, like that I always remember, like it's not recent, but I always remember it and I always tell the story, is I was 12 years old when I was 12, and I went to like a private homeschool type of thing, and I finally learned how to my mom, she told me how to take the bus home by myself. So I've been asking her for a phone, and I'm like, I'm trying to convince her, like, Mom, I'm about to start taking the bus home, walking home by myself, I need a phone. So she's like, okay, you get your phone on Saturday. Like, I finally convinced her, and I'm like, at that time it was like Sidekicks and the BMW, not a BMW, the Blackberry, what is it? Yeah, the Blackberries. Yeah, so I thought I was gonna get a Blackberry or like a little slide-up phone. My grandma had a slide-up phone, and I always used to love to play on it, but that's what I really wanted at that time, because that's what was out. So she came home on Saturday, and then she was like, she gave me the whole speech, like, Ariana, don't take this phone out, people, this T phone, like, you cannot use this on the road, somebody will take it from you, you home by yourself, you's a girl, you going walking on the road by yourself, you's a girl child. And she's just ranting. I'm like, okay, Mom, I get it. So she gave me the phone, and it was like one of those little Obama's phone, like the little small phone, and it had minutes on it, and then like I had like I could make phone calls, but like I just had minutes. So I was very thankful for it, but I didn't want to tell my friends because I knew they were gonna laugh at me. So there's this one time I got to school, and I totally forgot to tell my mom that I got to school. I couldn't even text because like I had to, like, it was hard to text. Like I used to try to text, like tell my mom, hey Mom, like but it was so hard, so I just didn't do it. So this one time I forgot to tell her that I got to school, so I turned off my phone so she couldn't contact me. She called my teacher, and then my teacher like was like, yes, I'm at school. And then after like I was leaving, she wants to know when I got to school, when I'm leaving school, and when I get home. So I did not call her when I was leaving school, but my phone was on in my bag, like just in case. It was in my pocket, so I always kept it in my pocket. And then like I had friends from another school, and then it was just like, when you have your little crush at like a young age, whatever. And then I had a little crush, and then he was on the bus, but like I never spoke to him or anything. And then my friend, he was friends of friends, because I used to take a bus home like with another little girl. So he was a friend of that friend. Yeah. And then he finally, the day he sat next to us, and I didn't say anything. I was always shy, like, boys are cooties. Like, I had a crush, but like, I don't want you to be my boyfriend, So my phone was ringing. He asked me, he had asked me, he said, oh, you have a phone? Like, Facebook and stuff was like a big thing then. He's like, oh, what's your Facebook? And then he pulled out his phone. He had like a sidekick thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I told him my Facebook name. And then he's like, oh, what's your number? Like, we all go in a group chat. But I had an iPod at the time. So I was like, oh yeah, I have an iPhone. Like, is at home and stuff like that. And my mom don't want me to bring it on the road. Like, you know what oh yeah, my mom want me to leave it at home, but it's at home. Yeah, I did it. So my mom kept calling my phone. She called it, and then like I turned it off quick. It was in my pocket, so I'm like, it's vibrating. And then after it started ringing, she kept calling down my phone. I'm like, ooh, girl, Ariana. So I had no choice but to take out my phone because I did not want to get in trouble from my mom. So I answered the phone and I was like, hi mom, and I told her. And then after it was my stop, I was gonna answer the phone after I got off the bus, but then I was just like, my mom, like, she would go crazy. So I answered and he's like, oh, that's your phone. And I was like, yeah. You know, like, my iPhone, the screen cracked. No, not my iPhone. But I said, like, I said something like my phone screen cracked or something, and I'm just using this as a temporary thing, you know? So that was one of my embarrassing moments. But you just have your little crush. Like, I didn't talk to him or anything. And then I got off the bus and I walked home and I kept thinking about it. I'm like, wow, like, I look like a lame or whatever. But like, at least I had a phone, you know? Like, some people didn't have a phone. And then it's like so funny. The story was funny because when people ask me what's your first phone, and I always tell them the Obama phone. But yeah, so I'm down to my last 3 questions. So the next question is, how many countries have you visited? So I went to Guyana, Trinidad, St. Martin, St. Vincent, Jamaica. One more. No. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So I went to 5 countries. What's the other one? What's your favorite food? So, my favorite dish is oxtail and mashed potatoes. I don't like rice like that because, like, that's all my grandmother and my mother cooks, like, rice for everything. Rice chicken, rice fish, rice this. Like, I'm just tired of rice. Like, I eat rice, but, like, it's like, if I'm going out to eat, like, I'll get mashed potatoes instead of rice. I just prefer mashed potatoes. But I love oxtail so much. So the last question is, scary movies or happy endings? Definitely happy endings. I hate scary movies with a passion. My roommates, all they do is watch scary movies every Friday night, and I just have to leave the room. Like, no scary movies, like, just no. So that's the end of the Get to Know Me tag. Finally, I did this video. I feel so satisfied. Now I just have to upload it for you guys, and that's it. But definitely, if you could relate to me on any of my answers from any of the questions, definitely comment below. And please, 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 please be sure to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.